Welcome back to the Mayor's Forum. This segment, we're going to be talking about diabetes. With us today, we have Adam Webster, who coordinates the walk coming up in September, and Catherine Hover, who's a Type 1 Red Strider. And well, welcome, Adam. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Catherine,
Nice to meet
thanks
you.
to be
Thanks
here.
for having
And
us.
Adam, maybe we'll start with, we have this walk coming up, and in September, maybe give us the date, the time, and how people can sign up.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, so it's Saturday, September 24th at UMass in Worcester at the Medical School campus. It's the signature fundraising event for the American Diabetes Association.
Nationally?
Nationally.
Yeah.
They're all over the country. And we have a very successful walk here in Worcester. We have one in Boston as well coming up in October. But September 24th, it's a Saturday. It's a great day planned. Not only is it a fundraising event where we have 1,000 people coming out raising awareness and raising money for the American Diabetes Association, but we also have a diabetes expo. We have resources and information, and people can learn about the latest and greatest management in diabetes. And then we have a family fun day planned as well. We got the Red Sox and the Patriots coming out, and we have the championship Bravehearts and the new Railers team. So a lot of support from the community as well.
Oh, yeah. So this is what, your second year doing it there at UMass, or you've always done it?
Yeah, it's been more than that. Yeah, about 5 or 6 years now at UMass.
UMass.
This is my third year getting involved with the walk and managing the walk, and I've met some amazing families like Catherine and her family. So the American Diabetes Association really, the mission is to prevent and cure diabetes and improve the lives of all people, type 1, type 2, gestational, pre-diabetes. Two very different diseases, type 2 versus type 1. Type 1 used to be called juvenile diabetes.
Right.
They don't call it that anymore because now people are getting it in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Type 2 used to be called adult onset, and now younger people are getting it. So that's why they go type 1 and type 2. Catherine's a very unique situation where her family has type 1 in their family, not just you, but your brother and your grandfather.
Is that right, Catherine?
Yeah.
So you're a type 1 Red Strider, meaning
Yes.
that you have type 1 diabetes, and you're going to be doing the walk on the 24th.
Yes.
You walked last year?
Yes.
Every year? Yeah.
Yes. Lots of fun.
So maybe, so this is, maybe like who in your family has it? Like,
So my older brother has it, and my grandfather had it.
so it's
yeah.
probably in the genes somewhere.
Yep.
And people,
That's what we think.
you don't know for sure.
Not positive, but
Right.
yeah.
But this is an important day for you.
Yes. It's one of my favorite days of the year.
We did meet some Patriots last year, if I remember right.
Yeah, we had
So-
Patrick
Yeah.
Pass, and he was
Yeah.
affected by type 2 diabetes in his family, and he was great. And we have another Patriots alumni coming out this year as well. And we have the Bravehearts, like I said, and the Railers. We have the Red Sox bringing out this mobile fan fest, which is incredible with virtual reality and great photo opportunities. Catherine is going to be speaking and telling her story. I mean, because your story, again, some people with type 1, 14 months old, 14 years old, and anywhere in between. You were how old when you
I
were?
was 15 when I was diagnosed.
And what made you be diagnosed? Because your grandfather had it? Or
Yeah,
just-
so my brother was diagnosed a little over a year before I was. So we were very aware of the symptoms, and then they checked my blood sugar and I was diagnosed.
What are the symptoms?
So a lot of kids, you see weight loss. They get really thirsty, really hungry, very tired all the time.
And you're losing
So,
weight at
yeah.
the same time?
Yeah.
And that's what happened to you?
Yep.
So you knew that you needed to be tested
Yeah.
and checked.
Yeah.
Right. So you're tired. It's mostly being tired is
Yeah.
the side effect. And so that affects everything else in your life and
Yeah.
what you want to do
Yeah.
in school and play and sports. And
That's the thing. When you have type 1 diabetes or an insulin-dependent type 2 diabetes patient, you have to give yourself insulin all day, every day. You have to check your blood sugar all day, every day. I mean, what is a day in the life for? I mean, it's a fascinating.
So there's two ways that you get insulin. There's your basal, which is how much insulin you're getting every hour, which keeps your blood sugar at a steady rate. And then there's also bolus, which is how much insulin you take when you eat. So there's both.
so the first one is an injection?
Yeah. So there's pumps, there's insulin pumps and injections. So pumps, I think, make it a little bit easier, but pumps aren't for everyone. So there are also injections.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
depending what you is easier for you as a person.
Yeah.
But if you're not using a pump 5 to 7 times a day, you're injecting yourself with insulin and you're checking your blood sugar all day, every day. So it is a full-time job
Yeah.
when you have type 1 or type 2 insulin-dependent diabetes.
What kind of food do you eat for?
So when I was diagnosed, I didn't change my diet a lot. Like, it's obviously important to make sure you're getting fruits and vegetables, but type 1s can still eat everything. Like, I'm a teenager. I don't only eat fruits and vegetables. I still eat pizza with my friends and stuff, but it's about staying healthy and making sure you're taking enough insulin and checking your blood sugar on top of that.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and this is the Mayor's Forum. We'll be back in a minute.
Hi, I'm Tim Murray. The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce is here to work alongside you and your business by promoting economic development. We're doing this by being a strong and effective advocate for the region's businesses. At the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce, we believe that a strong business community is a catalyst to a dynamic area in which to live and work. Join me and my guests every week on the Chamber Exchange on Charter TV3.
I've said over and over and over again, if we don't set the bar high enough for ourselves and demand better, we'll never get there. That's okay, because they can say whatever they want, because they are the beautiful people. How they can be the 1%ers and then talk down to everybody else, but only they can enjoy the fruits of their benefits and live in this luxurious homes in California or around the world. If you really believe in all that garbage that you're trying to sell, become Mother Teresa. Bunch of phony baloney.
Scoreless into the third, and that's when Smith makes a great diving catch, jubilant diving catch, redonkulous diving catch, super duper diving catch.
That was sensational.
Sensational diving catch.
Join Brad Kane from the Worcester Business Journal every Monday evening during Worcester News Tonight at 10 p.m. on Charter TV3 for the Worcester Business Journal's Central Mass Business Report. Catch all the latest business news that impacts your bottom line.
I'm Lisa Connick from the Hanover Theatre. Join me every Thursday during Worcester News Tonight at 10 p.m. for the Hanover Theatre This Week. Discover the magic of Broadway, music, and more at one of the world's top theaters, the Hanover Theatre, right here in Worcester.
Welcome back to the Mayor's Forum. We're talking about diabetes today, and with us today we have Adam Webster and Catherine Hover from who are coordinating the walk on September 24th, correct?
Yeah, the Step Out Walk to Stop Diabetes. It's the signature fundraising event for the American Diabetes Association, and the walk itself starts at 10 o'clock on Saturday, September 24th, but prior to and after the walk, we have a family fun day. We have some expo and information about resources and information about diabetes and managing type 1, type 2, gestational, and pre-diabetes. So it'll be a fun day for the family because we have a lot of fun stuff planned, an educational day, and a great fundraiser for a great cause.
So if people want to sign up and get more information, where do they go?
So we have a website. It's diabetes.org/StepOutCentralMA. And I think they have that over here for us. So yeah, diabetes.org/StepOutCentralMA. And we have a great committee who puts on this walk, and we meet starting February once a month. And Catherine and her family are on the committee. And you could talk about some of the things that are going to happen that day that we've been planning.
Yeah, so the walk starts in the morning, and then there's tons of games for the kids too. There's some vendors there, so if anyone's recently diagnosed or just wants to learn more about it, there's a bunch of resources there who have booths set up so you can talk to them. It's really great for everyone. No one's ever bored. There's tons of things to do for everyone in the family.
a 1 mile walk and a 3 mile walk. So depending, and some people just come and hang out and just support the event, and they do
Right.
the booths, and they maybe don't want to do the walk. So whatever you want to do, there's really something for everyone. It's all about fundraising, support, and awareness.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, once you do the fundraising, where does the money go?
That's the most important part. What are we raising money for? So we raise money for research, for diabetes, not only to eventually cure diabetes, which of course is the ultimate goal, but better management and prevention, education. So there's so much that happens. We have the walk. It's an American Diabetes Association event housed at UMass, but the UMass Diabetes Center of Excellence, very involved,
Yeah.
and there's some amazing research happening right here in our own city.
Is there really?
And there really is amazing research happening within those walls. If you look not far, being in the Northeast, a lot of the money stays locally because we have, the Boston hospitals are doing amazing research as well. There's something called the bionic pancreas, which is right on the doorstep, and it's going to change the life of someone like Catherine with type 1, which is basically an iPhone and a continuous glucose monitor looped together, and a pump, and basically making decisions for you every 5 minutes. And they're very, very close to this technology to change the life of someone who's now giving themselves shots 7 times a day.
Right, so you don't have to do the shots anymore. You'd have like a belt around you.
Yeah.
And
Just a device, yeah.
It's really amazing.
yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So the research is great. The advocacy for people who's been violated either at work or at school based on their diabetes. We advocate for people like that. We also go to Capitol Hill, and we go to Beacon Hill, and we ask for money, as lobbying for money for more research and better programming. And then programs such as our Living with Type 2 program. It's a free program online at diabetes.org for anybody with type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes. You could sign up for that. You can either get paper products mailed to your house with information, periodicals, or an electronic version for living with type 2. But type 1, type 2, gestational diabetes, pre-diabetes, all of the information, how to manage it, how to prevent it, how to deal with it is all there at diabetes.org.
Because diabetes isn't getting smaller, it's getting larger and younger.
The needle is moving in the wrong direction. 2 years ago, we were here and we were talking about the 26 million Americans affected by diabetes. Now we're coming to close to 30 million Americans.
In 2 years.
In 2 years. And every census, the numbers go up and up. 86 million with pre-diabetes, which if not treated, can lead to type 2 diabetes and all of the complications.
What's pre-diabetes?
Pre-diabetes is essentially a doctor's term for elevated blood sugars, meaning that
sugar's off.
your sugars are above 100 and you're heading in the wrong direction, and if not treated, you can end up with diabetes, become insulin dependent. You can lose the kidney, you can lose your eyesight, heart attack, stroke, neuropathy, amputations, and all of these things. It's not like these are things that could happen to people with diabetes. These are things that do happen and happen often to folks with diabetes.
Right.
Another thing that we fund and we're very proud of is CAMP for young people with diabetes. And the American Diabetes Association has what's called Camp Carefree for folks in New England and Durham, New Hampshire. We also help fund the camp in Oxford and Charlton for the boys and girls with diabetes. And Catherine's at camp.
Yeah, I
your
just spent
experience is
a
pretty
month
cool.
at Clara Barton Camp, and it's honestly so amazing to see everyone just come together. Everyone there has diabetes, so it's such a great community to be in because it makes it so normal, and you get to talk to people and share your experiences.
Receive support.
Receives a lot of support, so much love there.
Important.
Yeah.
Because you can, probably a lot of people would think would maybe get depressed and from
Or think
from
they're
this.
alone. I'm
Yeah.
the only one who has this.
It's
now you're
hard.
surrounded by.
It's hard sometimes when
Yeah.
there's not a ton of people around, but like going to camp, it just puts such a positive spin on everything. It's
Right.
really great. Yeah.
So, Adam, in the last couple seconds we have, September 24th, if people want to sign up,
Please join Catherine and
Yes.
I and 1,000 folks affected by type 1, type 2, and gestational diabetes, pre-diabetes. September 24th, the UMass Medical School campus starts at 10 o'clock. Go online to diabetes.org/StepOutCentralMA.
thank you. And this has been the Mayor's Forum. Thank you very much for listening, and enjoy the show.